Okay guys, this is just crazy. You aren't even gonna believe how much Pokemon news we got literally overnight. And there's some good stuff in here, like this video from IGN. So a 46-second video about one topic, but it's a pretty good one. So remember Ryuki from one of the Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon trailers? Like, hey, why is Ryuki hanging out in a gym that looks like Lieutenant Surge's gym? And what is this gym layout doing in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? Well, interestingly enough, we actually had this addressed by the game developers in a recent interview, so at least they're talking about it, and we have some information about it. So, IGN asked about the image, which looked like a new take on Lieutenant Surge's gym from the original games. I like that they were actually pursuing that one, like, hey, you know what? A lot of people are asking about this, and it could be a pretty good scoop. So this is the response from the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon director. What you've seen in that particular image is a new place to visit in Malay City, which while we were designing it, we had some thoughts of the Kanto region. However, any more than that is a little difficult to say at this moment, so look forward to playing that. And it is interesting because they put it in the trailer. They intentionally gave that to us for some kind of reason. I don't know if they were trying to keep us guessing with that after hearing this little bit from the interview, but it seems like they are trying to show off a lot of the crazy things that we can do with Pokemon Sun and Moon. So on top of all of the features that have already been confirmed for Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, there's even more. And it is kind of interesting. Malay City, isn't it confirmed to be like the largest city in the Alola region, but it didn't really have much going on for it. And now we have this random gym feature that's kind of thrown in, but we still don't know what it's going to do, and they said they were thinking about the Kanto region when they created it. And remember, there was a recent Pokemon Sun and Moon data mine that actually had like a gym template. So this could be like, maybe this could be an extra battle facility. Because one thing from the Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon paper guides is they talked about battle facilities. Now, obviously, we have the Battle Royal and we also have the Battle Tree. Those are two battle facilities, so technically plural, but is it possible that we get an extra battle city inside of Malay City, and is it going to be more than just that one gym? I would imagine so. And they leave us on that little bit of a cliffhanger, you know? But any more than that is a little difficult to say at this moment. So any more than just saying, yeah, we hope you play something that we were designing that is a feature in Malay City that is representative of the Kanto region. So we have a new place to visit, some new fun things to do, and let's go into some more news. So Mewtwo, officially confirmed. I even like how they say it. Like, did they hear about like the interview stuff and they were like, okay guys, we're the Pokemon company, we're gonna be the one coming in, it's official. Mewtwo and other legendary Pokemon appear in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Get ready to catch them on 11/17, so November 11th when the game comes out. Now, unfortunately, clicking on this link doesn't give us anything. I went to the Pokemon page, I scrolled around, I'm like, wait a second, you gave us the bit.ly link, you gave us the link to Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but there isn't anything about Mewtwo just yet, even on the Pokemon page, so that made me a little upset, because I want more information. Like, as it stands, legendary Pokemon are going to be back in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but here's where I open the question to you guys. Do you think it's only going to be box legendary Pokemon? Do you think it's only going to be certain legendary Pokemon, or is it going to be just like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? We get all the legendary Pokemon, which means VGC 2018, it gets a bit more tricky, because as it was, like, okay, VGC 2018, looks like there's no Landorus, looks like there's no other legendary Pokemon, but now with this introduction, it seems like that might not be the case. Now, one thing that got me is that since this linked to the Pokemon website, I was expecting new details, but there aren't any, so I'm wondering if this is going to be a new Pokemon trailer. So I actually delayed this news. This news came out at 4 in the morning. What is the Pokemon company doing? Tweeting at 4 in the morning Pacific time to talk about this Mewtwo reveal that was just kind of out of nowhere. So I waited till 6 a.m. because, interestingly enough, for the last 2 weeks, on Thursday at 6 a.m., they uploaded a new trailer. That's when we got the trailer for the new Ultra Beast, as well as the Ultra Megalopolis and Ultra Recon Squad, and then last week we got the new Z moves and a bit more information as well. So I was wondering if they were going to go for 3 weeks in a row. Just 3 trailers, Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, all uploaded Thursday at 6 a.m. That would have blown my mind. I'm thinking we still need that Mimikyu reveal. We have official Mimikyu Z-move, or an exclusive Mimikyu Z-move confirmed, and now we have Mewtwo confirmed as well. So I feel like they might fit into a trailer at some point, but seems like it's just a little too soon to get those trailers. We're going to see where it goes. So yeah, just getting that little bit of extra information. That's why I mean, this is big, guys. So we have the Mewtwo confirmation. We get a little bit of an understanding. Like, they are acknowledging what's going on, and then it goes even deeper. So now we can also talk about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go officially announcing that Gen 3 Pokemon will be a part of the Halloween event, and also that there will be a future rollout for the other Generation 3 Pokemon as well. So as we can see right here, also confirms that more Generation Pokemon will appear as early as December. So it's going to take a couple more months to get the full Generation 3 decks. They're doing a Halloween event, and then they're going right on through with it. And then, maybe some of the biggest news yet. IGN's interview with Omori and Iwao confirm Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to be the final mainline 3DS game. So all of your people that were holding out hope that you didn't need to buy a Nintendo Switch to keep up with Pokemon, that dream is dead. Because I think there were some people that were like, oh, they can do both. Because Monster Hunter, it interacts with both the 3DS game and the Switch game. So there were a lot of people that were expecting Game Freak to not change it. Like, they 100% fully believed that there would be a 3DS game that was released as the same thing as the Nintendo Switch game. I personally didn't believe that. And honestly, guys, it's time to stop being spoiled about this. The 3DS is ancient technology. This is only good for Pokemon because better technology on Nintendo Switch means better Pokemon games in the future. Like, you see what Breath of the Wild is? You see Mario Odyssey? Imagine the potential that Pokemon can have something that looks like that. That is amazing. And even though we've only had a couple of years, like, okay, Pokemon X and Y, that only came out 4 years ago. It'll be 5 years by the time we get the 2018 Switch game. That is kind of soon to be forcing a new console to some people, but it's still 5 freaking years. And even then, the 3DS had been out for years at that point. That with Pokemon X and Y, they kind of used it as a way to sell the Nintendo 2DS. And the 3D gimmick was kind of played out by then. So yeah, you got to buy a 2DS, which was pretty cheap. So it wasn't even that big of an upgrade, and now it's about time. You know, it's been long enough. There's no reason to expect that the Pokemon Company is going to keep making games on outdated hardware. And think about right now. If you save $1 a day, starting now, you're going to get it. As a kid, tell your parents to cancel all your birthday and Christmas presents. Tell that to your entire family just to pull up a couple $100, get you a Nintendo Switch. If you're a teenager or even a younger teen, you know, you can still find a way of making money. Summer will be coming up. Winter's coming up. Shovel snow. Save up for that Switch. You only have to do the bare minimum to be able to get it. Even like a part-time job on like restricted labor hours, if you're like 16, 17, 18 or whatever, you will still easily be able to save up for a Switch and the new Pokemon game, so there's no excuse. Also, demand issues, those are pretty much gone right now. Nintendo Switch production has been upped drastically for Mario Odyssey, and with a Pokemon game over a year from now, there's not going to be any demand issues as well. So again, it's dead, it's confirmed, and it looks like Nintendo is confident that we're moving forward now, trying to get as many users on the Nintendo Switch as possible. I think that was shown with the launch of Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey for Holiday 2017, and then Holiday 2018 being Pokemon. There's not going to be any issues about Pokemon being on the Nintendo Switch, and this just kills all those other people that are kind of crying about it. After that, going a bit deeper on the interview, what would you say to those Sun and Moon players who have perhaps dismissed Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon already? It hurts me, guys, because the hate around Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is that prevalent, where it can actually be seen as a legitimate interview question. You know, it's not the vocal minority, it's a substantial part of the Pokemon community that just saw Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon and said, not giving it a chance. Even as we get non-stop trailers, as we get a flood of information, as this game proves to be bigger than any other sequel version, there is still so much ignorance around the games, and then it is addressed by the game developers. This time around in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you'll be able to explore Ultra Wormholes from which the Ultra Beasts appear. So by playing these games, you'll finally be able to solve the mystery of the Ultra Wormholes. In addition to this, Pokemon Necrozma in the first games was a bit of mystery, now has its story unfolded in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so you'll find out what exactly is happening there. We really hope players will play Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, solve these mysteries for themselves. I feel like, with like any other Pokemon sequel version, you needed to make the sales pitch. Like, I didn't find anything in Pokemon Black and White 2. Oras is like kind of a remake sequel, but that had enough really good things going for it. You just look at you look at all the features in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you shouldn't need any convincing. Like, it is a much different game for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and those games weren't even bad. I feel like the hate, for starters, against Pokemon Sun and Moon, unnecessary. way too over-exaggerated. People are just being spoiled and bratty about it, just like they are with the Nintendo Switch. Hey, look at that. The Pokemon community is going downhill. It's like I've been saying this for the last 3 years, and it just gets worse and worse. But now we have a fantastic game in front of us. Probably doesn't even need a sales pitch, and the game devs are like, look, trust us, this is going to be good. And if this game is incredible, that only means amazing things for we get Pokemon on the Switch in 2018 as well. So there we go, guys. Have quite a bit of Pokemon news announcements, you know. 3DS, rip that. The Gen 3 rollout, it's happening. Pokemon GO, making that all official and whatnot. And then we have a couple other things. IGN News, calling back to some news that we've been hung up on for a bit. And then Legendary Pokemon confirmed. Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. So you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.